Hi everyone, welcome to my page Serene Beauty by Madison. This page is dedicated to my journey of becoming a feature makeup artist as well as my dedication to vintage beauty. So without further ado, let's get into this look. So today's look is inspired by this 70s inspo here that I found on Pinterest. I thought it was so pretty and I was like, I need to do it. So to begin with, I'm going in with my favorite primer from Essence Cosmetics. It's like the dupe of Milk Primer. And I'm just moving that on my face. And next, I like to go in with the lash primer, lash mascara to smooth out my brows. And yes, I have some very thick brows, and there was no way in which I could make them look thinner except for with concealer. And next, as you can see here, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Skin Tint. And honestly, this is my favorite thing to use actually throughout the year now. I've become more of a skin tint girly. It honestly just makes it look like I'm wearing nothing, and actually a lot of people loved the natural no makeup look, and that's exactly what I used for the look. I use these two colors here because I can never seem to find my exact shade to match my complexion. And I'm just spraying that and just blending out the skin tint a little bit more because I just wanted to give like a little bit more coverage. Of course, you can, fit it to however you see fit, and just smoothing that out. Next, I'm going in with one of my favorite concealers, the Milani Pro Conceal. This you can find pretty much anywhere at the drugstore, Ulta, wherever, and it's perfect for especially if you are new to makeup and want to buy something on the low. So I'm just, as you can see here, like I said before, my eyebrows are very thick, they need to be groomed, and this is what I do if I don't have time to groom my brows, and I just kind of like clean them up underneath. Going with my Evian spray, just spraying that down, fanning it out, and just blending it out to make it look smooth as possible, considering that, I go heavy on the concealer if I'm using skin tint. If I'm using foundation, I go less with concealer, if that makes sense. Next, I'm going in with a contour slash bronzer powder from the crayon case, in which you'll see in a minute. This was actually one of my first makeup sets I was given, as well as this setting powder here. I'm going to smooth that out, and apologies, it went a little fast, couldn't find the rest of the clip. And to my favorite part, which is the eyes, the Juvia's Place palette. I think this was the Masquerade one. And going in with the light blue, wanted a little shimmer, and just trying to. I love the Juvia's Place palettes because they're so pigmented and so worth the price, especially if you're starting off. Because as you know, they have great bundles, and it's just perfect. My favorite go-tos. And now going in with the orange in the middle, like I said, pigment, which is perfect. And then going in with the Uoma Beauty palette and using the color black. Next, we're going in with my favorite lashes, the Kiss lashes, in Nude Blazer. You can find this at any drugstore, any beauty supply store. Honestly, I did not want to show the full lash placement because it took almost 30 minutes. And now going in with the mascara, I use the Essence Cosmetics. Once again, very great price, and it's the mixture of the lashes always eat up every time. And now next to my NYX Cosmetics Pro Lip Palette. This I thought, I was like, okay, I couldn't find a good color orange for the cheeks, so I was like, you know what, we're going to have to mess around here because I do not have chicory lip tint, excuse me. And I was like, let's try this out. And I was a little nervous at first, but as you can see here, I'm blending it out, and you're going to see the final how it looks after I blend it out, and it just looks so pigmented. So if you don't have the cash to go out and get you a good pigmented cheek palette, use what you have. Use your lip gloss, use your rouge, because I've found that back then they used that and interchanged before blush even would come out. So I'm like, hey. Next, going in with the CoverGirl lip gloss. This was just to make the lips look shiny because I couldn't find a red lip gloss. last but not least, going back in and filling out my beauty marks. There was only probably like 2 real beauty marks on my face, under my brow and on my chin. I just like adding like 2 extra ones on my cheekbone and doing the little Marilyn Monroe dot on my upper lip, and then spraying back again with the Evian spray. And this is the finishing look.